Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Cryptocurrency back again, also known as CR, like it says on the screen. And welcome to this late night chit chat with CR. Pardon me. Hopefully the volume is good. So give me one if the volume is good. So, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna expect people to jump in suddenly. Because also I'm doing a late night chit chat. I'm kinda reconnected with some of you out there. So, like I said, give me one if the volume is good. Because I'm using a mic or headset or headphones, so I'm assuming I didn't do it. I've seen the indicator go by. I didn't do a recording test before this, but yeah, should be fine. So let me whip up my intro for this one here, which is slightly different from some of these other ones I made. And of course, wait, boom, CR's in the house. Oh, there it is. Let's try that again. Wait, okay. CR Creative Prudency's in the house here. Hello, everyone, and thank you for taking a little bit of your time right now, whatever time it is. Maybe it's 9, whatever, to drop by with CR. Hopefully, everyone's doing well out there. Let's not bring out the side chat. See what is going down. Hopefully, everyone's doing well. Hopefully, everyone's nice and warm wherever they are in the world right now. Hopefully, everyone's enjoying their weekend and all that good stuff. Sorry about that. I was just checking on something. I just had to checking on the preview on the YouTube side. I think I should be good. Sorry about any background noise or anything like that. I got something running in the background right now. So I'm trying. Thanks for taking the time to drop in this late night chit chat. I got trying. I checked out your video, by the way. That reminds me. I saw that video. The Milwaukee blade. Yeah, I saw that. I tried to see if I could get one here, but I don't know. I don't see it online. They may have it in store, but I didn't notice it online. Late night chit chat. It gives me a chance to reconnect with some other people out there. This is why I vary my stream times from time to time. It's because, well, some people just can't come in at certain times if you always do it at a certain time. But if I vary it just a little, well, it gives a chance to have other people come in. You know, people that usually wouldn't be able to attend, you know, afternoon, evening times here in North America. Maybe they live overseas, or you know, maybe they night shift, whatever it is. You know. So. Oh, look who's in the room here. Wait, hold on. You know I gotta get this. Of course I gotta go get this. So I'm in my headphone again too. Welcome, Budget Outdoors and Survival. Hello. Thank you for taking the time to drop in. Hopefully everything's doing well with you. Still with you, man. Hope to see some content. And if not, it's still cool too. That's good to hear. You know, take as much time as you need. I'll still be around. Still be around. I might not be, that first viewer on that next video, but I'll eventually see it. I have no idea how much it is. At least, a ballpark figure. Obviously, I'll convert it from USD to CAD. Run exchange rate. 20 US. Let me just see right here. Just bear with me for a second here. I'm really hoping my thing's going well. No, it says I have an error on the page. YouTube is not receiving enough video to mean smooth streaming, such as has such viewers no experience buffering. Is it buffering? I don't have anything else running though. There shouldn't be any. Anyways, let's see, 20 USD to CD. Just under $27 Canadian. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It's probably gonna be around 30, give or take. I got a question on the side chat right now about me buffering. I'm hoping I'm not buffering. I'm hoping that's just something I'm seeing on the YouTube side. I don't know, I can seem to play it back, so. Okay, cool. I keep forgetting sometimes it's hard to tell as the host, regardless of who's hosting, whatever channel you're on, that they don't actually know unless they're watching it back on a separate device or actually listening to it, because obviously I can hear myself talk, but I don't know what you guys are hearing or experiencing in terms of lag, buffering, noises like that and stuff. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured. Sure why I'm lagging. I need to turn off my desktop. That's what I need to do. I have this thing on the side. Hold on a sec. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to turn off my desktop. So what is up with CR? Well, clearly, I've been creating. One of the things I've been creating. Yes, I just turned it off. One of the things I've been creating were stage props to use. It's cool. It's nice to see budget regardless. And that's another reason why I'm here anyways, is just kind of like to reconnect with some of you. I know some of you may not be able to drop by all the time, check out all the content. But, something like this, maybe you can slip in for 5 minutes, give or take. Lets me know, hey, they're still, kicking around and all that stuff. My bad. My bad. Let's not increase this. Just a little my output on my mic and OBS here. I'm not trying to be too loud, but I'm whispering a lot more, so hopefully it's not too bad. Sorry, I had to just not talk for a second, just to see if it would go all the way down. So it seems very sensitive right now, so usually I would be more energetic, but it's kind of late. Honestly, I'm doing a late night chit chat. Yes, I'm wearing random stuff. You know, stuff that I made, or at least remade, or made into something from something not in a useful state to something more useful again, such as this, and this, and this. So, close that off. Yeah. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going back on a few things here, just to make sure. Alright. Alright, go back up the chat. So, anyways, I know not everyone's gonna hear this right now, clearly, but I know not everyone's gonna hear this necessarily right now, but even just for you trying, I do appreciate you taking the time to drop in. Oh, I know, right? I mean, I know sometimes people can't drop in for whatever reason, but someone like trying right here, I do a late night chit chat, he can drop in. Allows me to reconnect with you. Maybe a couple sneak peeks on some gear, things I've been working on, some creations that I've been working on, and all that good stuff. Amongst other things I've been working on and doing. Just the white stuff, the white fluffy stuff. Actually, we had a bunch of white fluffy snow. The kind that's really easy to shovel. I mean, it's nice to get that kind of snow and not that kind of heavy wet snow. That can be a pain to shovel, at least by hand. Unless you have something like a snow blower, snow machine, or something what I have, which I've shown on the channel, which is a mechanical advantage type of simple machine that I have. And people around here, people actually stop and ask me. They're like, "You made this?" I'd be like, "Yeah." It's Canada. It snows here. I made this specifically for the winter. They're like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm like, it's just a prototype. Just a prototype. Just something I whipped up. Literally utilizing leverage, a wheel and axle, and all that good stuff. It allows me to kind of do the snow removal without electricity or power or gas or anything like that. I mean, obviously it's not that I'll match or outdo a snowblower, but sometimes snowblowers, you have issues with them. Cold starts, stuff like that, where I use something like this just to help it along, push the snow more to the side before the snowblower comes in, something like that. It's not you know what? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna pronounce this right, so I will actually type specifically to you. I am not very good with names at times. So I I typed specifically to you. Mondark, Mondak. Jeez, I can't, I can't pronounce it well. Mondak living. I'm pretty sure I confused. Did not say that right. What's up, Mel? How's it going? It's nice to see you again, by the way. Well, at least hear you in the chat. Or wait, see the chat from you. Not really seeing or hearing you, but I can see your text. How's it going, Mel? How's it going, man? Hopefully things are out east are going well with you. Hopefully it's not too cold out east. It's been chilly out west in Western Canada here, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not minus 30 Celsius or minus 22 Fahrenheit. So, well, and anything above freezing is good. Mondak living. I think I got that right. I think I got it right. Yes, happy US Thanksgiving to all you guys in the US. Down below the 49th parallel, you know, below the border. Because clearly I am not American. Clearly. Eh? Yeah? How cold is it out east? Well, how cold is it? So I'll ask questions there. Oh, okay, cool. It almost feels like I missed the chat. Oh, no. I'm like, how can I miss the chat? It's not going that fast. So yes, I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop by this impromptu live stream. I was actually over on the different channel. I just met them, trying to give them some support and all that good stuff. Watched a couple of their videos beforehand, and they were going live for the first time, so, you know, figure, well, I didn't know that at first, but I'm like, you know, I figure I'd actually drop by, say hello, you know, kind of connect to them on their channel and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go live. Why not? Why not? I know. Out of nowhere. I'm assuming that's Fahrenheit. Yeah. Huh. So let's see. Both trying and mellow. It's around freezing or above freezing. Bond dark living says 19, so that should be about what, minus 10 Celsius? Assuming he's talking in Fahrenheit. I'm assuming you're talking in Fahrenheit. Because I know Trying and Melmo live in the US, so for sure they're talking in Fahrenheit. But hey, if you're talking in Celsius, well, 19 Celsius is pretty warm. It's about 69 Fahrenheit. Well, I'm assuming you're talking in Fahrenheit. And with your 19, so I think that's around. Yeah, I think that's around minus 10 Celsius, give or take. Give or take, I don't know. I would have to actually search it or convert it. Yeah, 19 Fahrenheit. I'm actually gonna see right now. Let's see how close, really, how far I am on it. Just because I am curious right now. Way off. I was way off. What did I say? Minus 11, minus 10 Celsius? It's actually minus 7.2 Celsius. Close, but not that close. I'm just checking on a few things here. Okay. So yeah, I guess now I know. 19 Fahrenheit is -7 Celsius. It's funny. People ask me at times, how do you know these conversions, CR? I'm like, it's because I have American supporters. So when I ask or see it or they talk about it, sometimes I have to search for it or convert it. So I tend to keep those numbers in mind. I know roughly, give or take. I know like -40 is -40 regardless if it's in Celsius or in Fahrenheit. -22 Fahrenheit is -30 Celsius. 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit. 50 Fahrenheit is +10 Celsius. 21 Celsius is about 70 Fahrenheit. 16 Celsius is about 60 Fahrenheit. And 95 Fahrenheit is about +35 Celsius. And of course, just like when I'm in creation mode, 98.6% of the time, or at least up to 98.6, which is normal body temperature, is 37 Celsius. So at least I know the main numbers, so I can at least estimate, kind of get close, a couple of degrees off or whatever. There's supposed to be a formula. I'm trying to remember it right now. No, I can't remember it right now, but I know you can search for it and stuff like that. So. Were you guys doing up so late? Or, well, yeah, late or early? Actually, it's kind of, I guess it's pretty early out east right now. It's like, I think it's coming up to like 6 in out east, or in the Atlantic area. give or take 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe. Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning. Alright, Mondarch Living. Hopefully I pronounced it correctly again. Thank you for taking the time to drop in. Appreciate it. Take care. Have a good night now. Oh, the temperature thing? I'm assuming you're talking about that, trying. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. I did not know them when I was growing up, but I seem to know them now. It's probably because I have this international audience. People say, Fahrenheit, Celsius, metric standard, and I just kind of keep the numbers in mind. Like I even know like 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch. I think about 3.28 feet is about 1 meter. So at least I can get close to a number if I had to. Alright, try. I do appreciate you taking the time to drop in there. So what else is up with me besides the trading part? Let's see here. Let me just make sure my audio. Okay. I just had to make sure my audio is still good. Should be. So I was talking to some people, and some people they were talking about live streaming for a little bit. Of course, no names. That's not the important part in this. But live streaming, I was just like remembering my first live stream. Yeah, I was nervous. I don't know what to talk about, and obviously in time it became easier and easier to talk. But certain little things I still kind of try to do, especially on certain live streams that I do, such as maybe have some notes, like a notebook or something, things I can talk about, whatever it is. Maybe have something in the description to kind of follow along. And of course try to have a topic in mind. Now, obviously, during my late night chit chats, it's kind of more open a little. Not too open, but it's open a little, where I kind of, see what's up. And of course, reconnect with people and all that good stuff. I know a lot of the time on my late night chit chats, I do not have a lot of, well, much of an audience, but sometimes that's how it is. And sometimes you actually have to always pretend there's always an audience out there. Because often people can catch a replay. I know people catch replays and stuff like that. Or at least glance by it or, check some of it out. And I do appreciate some of the people that actually kind of take a little bit of their time to catch a replay of a live stream. Now, I do understand not everyone's going to watch the whole live stream. Of course, I get that. I understand. But I do appreciate people that do actually take the time to at least catch some of it. Maybe it's 10, 15 minutes out of an hour. Maybe they're increasing the playback time, and I'm talking really, really fast right now on their playback. But, they're still taking a little bit of their time to check it out, see what's up with CR here. Maybe whatever I'm talking about, XYZ, whatever it is, it depends. I mean, obviously I've done different topics on live streams, including talking about live streaming on a live stream, which I've done before. And I've shared some things to keep in mind and all that good stuff. Such as holding Alt if you're on a desktop or a laptop or a computer. If you hold Alt and hover over names, you can actually get these overlays that have remove, timeout, or hide user, or the options that you do have. And all that stuff. So, I mean, I can write something down right now. Now, I know you can go to these three dots, but you just hold Alt on your computer. This kind of overlay come up that looks like a garbage can, and I can remove that right now just by hovering over top, holding Alt, hovering over top, and clicking on it, and boom, it's gone. I don't mind that so much because sometimes when you're doing this kind of free button thing on the side or whatever, sometimes it's easy to misclick. It's easy to misclick. I mean, I guess you can misclick on using the alt method, but I don't know, sometimes I do it. It depends. Depends what I'm doing. Because the buttons are a little bit bigger. Whatever works. Whatever works for people. What's up, man? How's it going? How's it going, Matthew? I know I'm on late, hey? Once again. Why not? Why not? Our late night chit chat with CR here. I swear I should just put something in front of the camera to hang in this right in front of the camera. So I can hold it there with all my fingers there. So yeah, you know, live streaming. What can I say? I mean, just kind of. I know people say beat yourself. Well, what does that even mean? Well, it means just kind of think about it like how sometimes when I think about live streaming, I kind of think, me talking with a friend, for example. Now, if the computer was my friend, obviously it should be, but talk to it like a friend, show it respect and stuff like that. If you show it respect, it'll be nice in return to you. And I kind of try to remember, there's people behind every single channel that I see on my screen. So I'll wave to people. Hey, hi, and I actually do that. It's kind of weird sometimes. One of my friends is like, "How can you actually wave to people on the phone when they can't see you?" It's because I do it on the live streams. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Just because they're not physically here, I can actually still do the motion. Because in the real world, if I really saw someone face to face, person to person, or maybe on a VoIP call, hangouts, anything like that, video chat, I would actually wave and be like, "Hey," you know. But yeah, I just do it just cause. Just a second, just have to check on myself right here. Hopefully the audio should be good, or at least decent. I had to increase my output because I'm actually kind of whispering a little bit more, but also it's late. Just checking on my body. I know you're hearing me use the trackpad and the clicks on the laptop. Jeez, I didn't realize my clicking was so loud, or my typing. Seems like my audio is fine on my end. I probably could be a little bit louder, but I don't want to actually talk that loud right now. But and my output is quite high. It's in the yellow on OBS, so should be good enough. Should be good enough. At least where you can still understand me, even with your device or speakers or whatever at half volume. I should still be loud enough so you can actually hear what I'm saying. Well, let me welcome with a special Maple Leaf Iron Firehorse. Hello. Hi. How are you doing, Irene? Hopefully you're doing well. Good morning too. Let's see, I'm actually waving. I would do it anyways, like I said. Now, Iron Firehorse has been around with me for a little while. For quite a bit. Quite a bit. Of course, I was over on her live stream on Friday. And all that good stuff for the Black Friday charity event or slash stream. Wow. I was looking at it like today, well, this morning and stuff like that. I think I saw it. The GoFundMe is over 1,000. Wow, 1K, 4 digits. Wow, there's some really nice people out there. You know, that's a lot of stuff that don't have uh, the backpacker program. How people get, basic things like gloves or hats or something like that, like this toque, or this, or mitts, stuff like that. Hmm. Apparently, there's a hole in my bed. I guess I'm gonna have to sew it up and repair it. No, that's a Sue. Hello, Sue. Hi. How's it going, Sue? How is it? Oh, wow. That's really awesome to hear. It's kind of funny. Lately, every time I see Sue Nelson in the chat, I just have to write like Sue exclamation marks. I don't even write the whole ad thing anymore. She just knows. Sue just knows. She's just like, she'll write, well, what she wrote in the chat. CR with a big exclamation marks, one after another, repeated. Yeah. It's still morning everywhere, pretty much. I don't even think the sun's up here in North America yet. Let's see, it's not even sunrise in Newfoundland yet. Oh, sorry for my international audience. Newfoundland is out on the closest thing to Atlantic Canada. I mean, to the Atlantic Ocean. And technically, Newfoundland is half this time zone. Because here in Canada, we actually have 6.5. I know, we have 6.5 time zones. In Newfoundland, it's actually half a time zone. I never understood that. Half a time zone. That's why when you see programs like CBC or something, when they say, they'll be like, blah blah blah, east and 8:30 in Newfoundland, or something like that, just because. That's supposed to be emoji. That's supposed to be emoji. My gifts. Hey. No. Oh, whatever. Whatever. It's not a big deal. I'll just put this on the screen. That's good enough. I'll just put this on the screen randomly. Hey, you guys want to see something really cool? I don't know why I'm whispering it. Oh. You guys want to see something really cool? Because what I think I'm gonna do here is, while the stream is going, I'll show some stuff, and I may unlist this after. Not because of the content, it's because I think I might show a couple of sneak peeks to some people. You guys want to see a sneak peek? You mean one on screen if you want to see a sneak peek. I mean on here. Well, you guys want to see it, right? Let me go get it real quick. Don't worry, I won't be too long. I sure try not to fall back, put a chair behind me. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. Actually, I already had it in my hands because I've been wearing it the whole time. I know. Everyone's like, hey, CR, what are you showing us here? It's what you don't see behind it. Let me just flip this over. Reversible bracelet. Like I said, reversible bracelet. So you can see some of the sewing. Now I still have to finish this one right here, but the other two I have sewn. Hook and loops. You can actually see that. So I've actually hemmed this, not only stitched it, but it's been hemmed. Still have to finish this one. This is just something I have. You just don't see it on the videos and stuff because it's inverted. Yes, exactly. Pardon me. I don't want to cough in the mic. Out of politeness to all you headphone users and stuff. Looks like I'm out of coffee. Dang. Probably gonna need those refill soon. Oh, you like that hay, Iron Horse? Yeah. I just, I came up with it just because, well, it came from a glove that I had. I was just like, this could be useful. I can wear it. No one knows what it is until I invert it. So, I don't want to be noticed. Okay, black side, dark side. I want to be noticed. Invert it. And it's just scraps. It's just scrap stuff. I mean, I probably can modify this more. Maybe add some stuff. I don't know. So it's, a different kind of bracelet. Hey, thanks, cool. Thanks, Sue. I was about to say, thanks, cool. I'm like, no, thanks, Sue. That's cool. Let's see. All on the same lines of stuff like this. Just give me 1 sec. So, if you guys think that's cool, you guys want to see something else? You guys want to see something else while you're here? Another sneak peek? Some of the stuff you're not going to see in a static video for a bit. You might not even see it on the Facebook page. It's a quick sneak peek. I know. So give me one on the screen if you want to see more. And while you guys think about that, I am just going to check if I have messages. And refresh my subscription. And all that good stuff. Oh, that's a shame, Iron Fire Horse. Excuse me. Oh wow, freezing rain. I hope you have like ice cleats. Ice cleats definitely will help. Now, before I show something here, I mean, freezing rain. You know, it sucks about freezing rain or ice in general, just because it's so much downtime. No pun intended, but it's like when you fall. Well, things happen. You get hurt, sprain your wrist, ankle, get aches and pains and stuff like that. It affects your work when you're working because stuff like that. I remember I fell and sprained my right hand, my wrist, I should say. It took a month to recover back from that. Yes, I do have a live stream about that too. Basically, I did a live stream the next morning. But it's so. I mean, I remember my one friend. He had a sore back, sprained wrists, a scrape on his knee or something like that, just because trying to cross a crosswalk or late in time and stuff like that. Slipped on their side. A lot of the time when you slip, you're rushing. Well, if you're rushing it, well, you're trying to move fast and you're not paying attention. You're like, oh yeah, it should be good. I can get it. And you're like, which hurts. Trust me, I know. I know. Because I've had my fair share of slips and slip ups and falls, stuff like that. That's so annoying, especially with freezing rain. Freezing rain, oh my gosh. It just coats everything. The ground's coated, your vehicle's coated, the cement's coated, everything's just coated with it. Even some little things that are usually pretty good, you know, they got that layer of ice. Good like trying to move fast on it. Where I know sometimes I'll be like doing this waddle thing, or sometimes I'll go over myself. So bend down. So I'm a little bit closer to the ground. And, I'll do the waddle thing too. The fast waddle or whatever. But I always remember what they say, slow is fast and fast is smooth, or whatever the saying is. Well, basically, the reason why I duck down or um, crouch down, kneel down a little, bring myself closer to the ground, is because if you do fall, because you're lower, the impact force is not as high. And that's why I do it. That's why I do it. I've done it before. Where I just see this area, it looks like pure sheet of ice. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna be smart here. Get down a little bit lower and do this fast waddle. I never fell. Now, even if I did fall, it's because I reduced my height by like maybe, let's say, a couple of feet. That's a couple of feet less of an impact. Because there's an equation where force equals mass times acceleration, F equals m times a. You can't change your mass, per se. Or you might actually have more weight on you, or more mass, backpack or something like that. But the acceleration, you can change, because since the distance is less, the acceleration is less, which means the force of the impact is less. Hmm. Oh, that's really cool that you got that Iron Fire Horse. Oh, it was your doctor's idea. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, kitty litter, 8 liter cat sand, something like that. It's useful. It's useful. Adds more traction, stuff like that. See, that's my mic. So I'm trying to talk into it a little bit more and direct my voice, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, up here, well, not only in Canada, but parts of the world that get ice, snow, and stuff like that. I mean, ice clicks are just one of those things that it's just so worth it. Especially ones that stay on your feet or boots. Well, they're very useful. I mean, now obviously, I don't know how many times it saved me from falling, but have I fallen yet? No. I remember I found one ice cleat. It fits my boot, so it's just like I was walking with one ice cleat, I'm like leading with my one ice cleat foot. I'm like right, left, right, and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I managed to find some ice cleats secondhand and stuff like that. They're very useful. I mean, I think I got a few here and there. They're more of the kind of slip-on rubber ones. They're not these are ones you can get. They're a little bit better, but I mean, for $2, hey, $2 right there might prevent me from falling. Spraining my wrist again. Being in pain for the next couple weeks, ice packing for the next couple weeks, and all that good stuff. Or bad stuff, I should say. But now, when I did sprain my wrist at one time, I did learn something. I did learn something. Which I think I have an example. Let me just get this baggie of our draw tie bag. Oh wow, you never had some? Well, one thing I did learn when I sprained my wrist, something I started to do. Now, most people use ice packs. So yeah, most people would use ice packs, maybe instant ice packs. There's that ice packs you can make with like dish soap or whatever. If you got that, you got that. But I did it another way by using cotton, more specifically denim. Basically, what I did. Now I had these laying around, obviously. Usually I would use them for char cloth, but I decided to use the denim for a different reason. For the same reason why you're not usually you don't want to wear cotton in the winter because it wicks the heat away. I mean, yeah, it wicks the heat away. It takes longer to dry. Well, what I did was I would wet this, freeze it, then I wrapped it around my wrist. So imagine this. Just like tape can be wrapped, or cordage or something like that. I was using it like a wrap, but because it's cold and frozen, it provided me that temporary relief. That's what I did. That's what I would do. And basically, as it thaws out, I'll put another one in the freezer and go from there. So, just something I kind of discovered or did literally by accident. Because it was literally accidental. Back in the 80s, right? Back in the 80s. Oh, so that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. I like to hear those stories too. People helping out as much as they can. I mean, I remember a few times me and my friend. Well, actually, I was with the same friend, but on two different occasions, we helped this lady kind of, you know, put a spare tire on. I mean, let's just say my friend had the brute strength. Well, I had the LED lights, so he was the one, cranking it, clockwise and counterclockwise, getting uh, the bolts or the nuts off and stuff like that. While I was holding a light source, so he can actually see what they're doing and stuff like that. I mean, I remember this other time we were trying to help this guy that was kind of stuck in a rut. He parked for a long period of time. Now, we actually didn't actually officially get them out, but we drew enough attention to him where someone came over with a tow strap, and they kind of tied it into the frame of the vehicle and kind of used their truck to, pull them out, or at least out of the spot, so they can actually get some traction again. Kind of reminds me of the. Oh yeah, yeah. Kitty litter, sand, gravel. It's good stuff to have, especially in the winter. I mean, it's so useful. I know a lot of places have those bins and stuff like that where you can get free sand or gravel. I mean, there should be almost no excuse to not have it. I mean, it's available for free even. I mean, I like to see gravel on on the road, on sidewalks and stuff like that. Because when I see it, I realize it's probably a good thing because people are less likely to get injured, car accidents, and all this other stuff. Now, until it gets on the ground, well, that's a different story. You probably want to be more careful, slow down, and all that, plan ahead and all that good stuff. So yeah, just things I keep in mind, all that good stuff. Yeah, yeah, I keep forgetting. You're kind of on the kind of in it. So I know sometimes freezing rain doesn't actually happen, but when it does happen, it happens. I actually had this footage where I had the camera on one of my pods and I slid it out across a sheet of ice, which was freezing rain. I was gonna keep that footage, but I'm like, whatever. It was just like, right? And you could just hear this kind of sound of something sliding on ice. Oh, speak of ice, I remember this one time I mentioned this story before to other people, but on different live streams and stuff like that. But basically, I was heading into an entrance somewhere. I had to cross a parking lot. It was really fairly icy the other day, but the wind was a tailwind, and literally it blew me 50 feet into the entrance area. I was just like, I'm moving, but my feet are not moving, and I'm at the entrance now. Yeah, so sometimes ice or wind can be useful. Sometimes, but a lot of the time it's just awful Arctic wind chill and stuff like that, where you're like, man, I wish the wind would calm down. But sometimes the wind can be useful. I felt like a big sail. I was just like, wah, 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 wah. And it's like, huh, sleeping time. I didn't even have to walk. Just sleep. Like, you know, that reminds me of something too. About these kind of, how do I say, gender specific things. I know some things, well, are gender specific. Oops, hold on a sec. It's one of my sensor lights. I forgot I had it. Turn back on. Sorry. I just had to activate it again. My bad. My bad. Don't worry, the lights can go out. Just temporary. But these gender specific things, I mean, I just I just think it's cool that, when I see people not locked into, you know, something like, it's like, for example, seeing a guy sew, it's really cool. Or let's say a female like welding using power tools, something like that. I think that's cool, to be honest. Just because, well, these are just things that we all should kind of know anyways, or we can all learn, or we can all pick up. So when I see, females using power tools, I'm like, yeah, awesome, right? Or if I see a guy sewing or crocheting, I'd be like, I'm not gonna judge them, just because, you know what, that's cool. Because they got the skill, they can do stuff like that. Especially, for example, if you're a guy, a male, and you can sew, crochet, yet you can still weld, fabricate something, or vice versa if you're a female. I mean, that's really cool. That's really cool. I think this is why I kind of got back into the sewing part again, with this CR right here, just because, well, you know what? I know I've been bringing a lot of sewing stuff on the channel recently, like a lot. I know, I so can't help it, but you know, everyone's always like, "Oh wow, CR, those are really awesome. You sew pretty good." I'm like, I sort of do. I mean, I'm just learning like everyone else. I mean, I took sewing when I was in school and stuff like that. I didn't mind it. I mean, cooking was better. Not to lie about that, but the sewing was kind of interesting too, and I kind of coming back to it again and realizing how much I really do enjoy it. Being able to, you know, fix stuff, make stuff, connect things together, all that good stuff. You've been pulled out like a sailboat across the parking lot. Whee! Hmm. I can just see myself trying to take a parachute in the winter. It's just like, hey, there's ice. Let's see if I can glide across this whole like 200 feet without moving my legs. Just kidding. Knowing my leg could be wrong wind direction. I'm heading north, but there's Arctic windshield coming from the north, so it won't work. I'm trying to keep a straight face on it too, when I can. Cause Sue, you are so awesome. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And the thing is, lately when I've been watching some of these YouTube videos on people sewing and stuff like that, you know, okay, it, to be honest, they're male. You know, they do these fire stuff, hiking, all this other stuff, right? Maybe even fabrication. But I actually hear these people say, they got a sewing machine. They're trying to sew stuff. They actually like it. I mean, like that's cool. That's really cool, to be honest. They kind of see it like, it's just another tool. This sewing needle, yeah, sewing needle. Hey, it's just like an awl. It's just like an awl. That thread, hey, it's just similar to inner strands of paracord, something like that. So yeah, it's really cool that that we can break these kind of per se stereotypical boundaries or barriers, stuff like that. Because I truly believe that a lot of us can do a lot of different things. Well, I mean, I think females can work on cars, work with power tools, work with sanders, work with all that stuff. Just as much as I think males can sew, crochet, stitch, and all that good stuff too. But hey, that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I mean, I kind of know how to sew, but I've not crocheted yet. I mean, if pardon me, you figure I would know how to crochet or want to learn to crochet because you know, well, you know why? You know why? Because crochet has CR in it, obviously, but it does. But I mean, of course, my mom, my my own grandma and stuff like that. Yeah, they do have crochet, and it kind of reminds me like I really should pick that up. And maybe. See, another reason why it's for learning, stuff like that is because you can adapt the skill to what you want to do. So, I'm not, as a sewer, that's learning, I'm not just sewing like an apron or, you know, clothing to make like, an article of clothing. I'm sewing things I want to sew. Cool things like this or like this, you know. But if I didn't learn the skill, I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have done stuff like this. Now you see it. Now you don't. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, this reminds me of my friend's mom tried to show me it. I think I would need more practice, to be honest, just because, well, until I kind of, can start it and kind of understand it and stuff like that. It's just kind of like braiding, or braiding a bracelet or something like that. Oh, sneak peek on this bracelet right here, right? Cobra weave. I didn't know it at first, but as I practice more, well, hey, I got better at it. Start to understand it. Where, oh, hey, I gotta turn this way, go underneath, and go like that, and repeat. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat. Step 1, no. Then eventually, hey, I get something that looks cool, functional, and all that good stuff. Yes, I do wear this. And yes, I'm snapping it back on, as you can hear. Oh, see, that's awesome. See, that's proof right there. Like that. Our kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Fathers, grandfathers. They actually did this stuff too. It wasn't just always females that did it and stuff like that. Yeah, it is different now, unfortunately. I remember my one friend, I was just like sewing randomly, and they're like, "Are you sewing?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was just sewing something up. I was trying to, and stuff like that. Just something for me to use and stuff like that. Speaking of sewing, oh nope. Actually, I can't show it right now because I have it packed away into the baggie, so I'm not gonna get it out. But let's just say I have some similar things. Oh yeah, you guys want to? Hey, Sue, Irene, you guys want to see another sneak peek? Yeah, give me one on the screen if you want to see a sneak peek. Because I'll show you guys something real quick here. Actually, I've been showing it the whole time because I'm actually wearing it right now. You can actually see it. You just don't know it until I tell you. But you gotta give me one on screen so I know for sure you want to see it. And while you guys think about that, I am temporarily gonna put up. Yes, okay, wait. I'm just gonna temporarily put something on because I'm gonna go get my furnace right here. So I will be right back. The audio will be muted temporarily, but I will have well, that going on. I'll be right back. Hold on, I gotta get a refill. Oops. Oh, I guess I forgot to turn off the mic, but I am back. And boom. Wait. 2-2. And boom. Sierra's back. There we go. Yes, I had to go get the furnace. Now, I'm gonna spare everyone the noise and mute myself while I pour this because, yeah, Alright. I had to spare red one from, the pouring liquid sound. I'm just reusing a cup. Still. I know I'm still reusing it, but it's what I do. You're funny. So, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. But I do see a 1 on the screen. So, you know what that means. It's sneak peek time. Sneak peek. Now, before I show the sneak peek, because I'm trying to put stuff away too, because, well, I'm very bad for doing videos and streams and not putting stuff away, so I'm actually not putting stuff away while I'm doing this. Such as this. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do it. Now again, of course, here's Parn right here. That's P-L-A, yeah, P-L-A-R-N. There's some Parn. It's braided. Really easy. See, here's another thing too that I've adapted. See, there's other ways of making Parns and braiding it, but I took something I learned to braid with, like, paracord or something, and I adapted it to something like this. And, well, okay. Let's just say I got a lot of this stuff, and I can make more if I needed to. It's been a while since I made braided porn. Yeah, of course, and I dropped off. It's been a while since I braided porn, but yes, I'm still here. But I know I can do it, because I can almost do it, like, once it's cut and all that stuff. I don't even have to look. Just braiding this zipper chains in it is super easy. It's super easy. It's just a repetitive thing until you get the desired length, or until you run out of cord or line or whatever you're using to braid. I think this was just one bag. Yeah. Maybe I should drink more coffee. I'm starting to drop the ball here. I mean, I'm starting to drop stuff here. Just put this in the way. Okay. I'm gonna put back into this. Yeah, it's one of these. Oh, this was graciously donated by Wes As to me in the giveaways. I'm on this. Still remember it. Still remember it. Oh yeah, Sue. I keep forgetting you watched that video, so you should remember. You should remember this. I think, right, Sue? Maybe. I mean, if you don't, whatever. Sorry, you might hit paper in the back. Oh yeah. Okay. I know I'm not show something. Don't worry, I'm still gonna show something. I just because you guys are chatting and I want to add to it before I forget. I know Iron Fire Wars said a lot of people, male and female, just throw a shirt in the garbage rather than sew a button on. I remember this one time, my friend, let's just say he decided to add bleach to a dark shirt and it got stained white. He was gonna toss it, but I looked at it and I'm like, hey, it's 100% cotton, right? So what I decided to do, well, I made char cloth out of it. So it's a single reusing, or a single reuse, but at least it was per se in the landfill right away. And of course, something like that could be used for ranks and stuff like that. I mean, that'd be. That seems like a really good segue right now. Hold on a sec. Just gonna take this off. Hold on a sec. Just gonna disable all of. This up on the screen. Temporarily. Just gonna bring this up on the screen real quick. Alright. Anyways, I had to take it off. Sneak peek, right? I figure since I'm talking about a shirt and all that stuff, I'll show you guys this. I know, I would say, hey CR, what is this? This is something similar to what I was just talking about. Now, I didn't do it with that shirt, but I did it with a different shirt. Now, this is not cotton. This is polyester nylon, because I know because I put an open flame to it, it melts. It doesn't per se develop an amber or burn. So it doesn't hold amber, so it melts, and stuff like that, so it's synthetic. But anyways, I made this into a buff. This is the sleeve of a t-shirt. Now I still have the rest of the t-shirt, but you can see here, you might be able to see, it's all been hemmed. All hands hemmed. Now see, I still have to work on this side a little here, on the inside, and kind of sew that flat, but I think I did it with this one. And yes, see, 1, 2 sleeves. I can put this on like this, cover my ears, cover my head, and stuff like that. Very simple, very simple. I mean, I'm not even really recreating the wheel. I'm just kind of fixing the wheel and stuff like that. And the thing is, this shirt I had was like really, really big. I cannot fit it for sure. And I don't know anyone that would want the shirt. Instead of making it into ranks right away, I was just like, you know what? It's not cotton, so I can't make charcoal or anything like that. But hey, I can make a buff. So that's what I did. So basically, so I'm not trying to show my hat here. No one needs to see my hat, so no one needs to see it real quick here. Because I'm trying to. No one wants to see my messy hair. But I'll show you guys what I can do real quick. And you guys are definitely getting a sneak peek on this. Because I was going to show this in a video. Oh, there we go. Now, it doesn't come down all the way. If I was wearing like a turtleneck or an additional thing, I could just go like this. Nice and easy. Kind of provide some protection. Now, obviously, it's not wool or anything like that, but for something that, is just relatively easy to attain, something I already have. It's just like, yeah, for sure. I'm actually thinking of making more or making a longer one. I mean, I do have buffs that are longer. Now these are not as long, but hey, I got two of them. I can fit one over my head, around my neck, and do this kind of thing, so I can use it like an improvised scarf or something like that. Maybe, something like this. Woo. Seal my identity. I mean, nothing. Now I'll get to this. Or my headphones. Okay, there we go. Okay, Sue. Thanks for taking the time to drop in, Sue. I appreciate it. It was cool that Sue came by. It's cool. It was awesome. Aww. Take care, Sue. Always, I greatly appreciate your support on the channel and on the content. And, just, just being you in general. It's always awesome to see you. Take care. So, anyways, kind of keep this going for a little bit longer. Why not? Why not? Jeez, 90 minutes. 90 minutes. I've been here for 90 minutes. I've only shown like 2 things. But, and I only had a handful of people come by. And stuff like that. Now, clearly if I scheduled something, put more notice for it, wasn't that, early in the morning, yeah, obviously there would be more people. I know that for sure. But like I said earlier in the stream, well, it gives me a chance to reconnect with some people that can't come by during the day, can't come by during the week, whatever. But hey, they're available right now, and they drop in. Gives me a chance to reconnect. And another thing I've been keeping in mind is kind of when always considering your live streams, always consider people are watching. Maybe they're not commenting or on the side chat. And maybe you physically see, I can go to my thing right now. It says, I got 2 people watching, whatever, regardless. When people do come in, or as they come in, if you're talking and stuff like that, they'll be like, oh, hey, Sierra's talking about something. I want to know what's going on. But you just hear silence for long periods of time. Some people may be not willing to want to come in. They'll be like, oh, doesn't seem like much is going on. Maybe I'll catch him next time. I'll catch Sierra next time. Well, whatever the host is. But if your chat is going, I mean, not your chat, but if your stream's going, you're trying to be as energetic as possible, as loud as you can. Maybe have some stage props, things you want to show, and stuff like that. People might still want to catch a replay of it. Because I know live streams don't tend to have a lot of live streams. Let me rephrase that. Live streams tend not to have a lot of replay value because usually people don't tend to rewatch live streams because well, just frankly because a lot of them are long or the chat's static again, so you can't interact with people, can't interact with the host. Most of the time the host is interacting with the side chat and stuff like that. Now I have I have done. Wait, hold on a second. Sorry about that. I don't want to cough in the mic. Now I have done a few live streams where I didn't even have a side chat, but those were more specific reasons. I didn't want to derail myself, and the information I was providing on that live stream was more important than the reconnection to people and everyone out there, because it's just the information was more important. So sometimes I have disabled the side chat, not a lot of the time, but I have done it a few times where I'm for lack of a better phrase, on my own. And the funny thing is too, I've been doing these for a while, and I've only done one panel live stream. Now I've been on different panels and stuff like that for various channels, and being graciously accepted as a guest on their panel and stuff like that, which is really cool and stuff like that. And some of my panel on my first live stream panel, which hopefully in the future there may be more of them, but in the meantime, you'll have to wait. I think I need to change a few things out from that stuff like that, but you know, that stuff can be fixed, changed, made better the next time. So coming back to this live stream thing, show that energy. Be like, boom, 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 whatever it is, whatever you're talking about, and all that stuff. I mean, whatever it is. I mean, I'm doing a late night chit chat. My topic, it varies on these kind of late night, morning, afternoon chit chats with me. Because if there was a specific topic, you would see it in the description, you would see a title or a heading for it. But it's a late night chit chat, so, or maybe it's a morning or afternoon chit chat with CR. Regardless, I'm still going with it. Coming, chatting about something. Maybe I know some channels do like, they ask about the weather and stuff like that. Some way to interact with the side chat, especially to get the side chat. People are on the side chat or something like that. See, I almost forgot it. I have Iron Fire Horse still on the side chat. I didn't actually have it in front of me when I was talking, so I have gotten more comfortable with it. Just checking on what she's saying. Yeah, I gotta keep it going. Yeah, maybe it was, and Iron Fire Horse. That's why there's nothing wrong with doing a test video, a test stream, because the thing is, how do as nicely as possible. You want to get the bugs out before you go prime time and all that stuff. It's kind of like doing a test live stream is kind of like editing your video. You're getting the bugs out. Maybe setting up channel moderators beforehand. Checking, hey, is this device not working? Am I gonna see the chat? Is the Wi-Fi or signal strength good enough in this one room? Where you might not know until you actually do a test. So when I see, random channels or whatever, they're doing a test, I try to drop in and, help them out. Because the thing is, a lot of the stuff you might not know from the host end. You don't know, hey, am I buffering? It doesn't seem like it. Oh, how's the sound? How's the quality? Is it too blurry? Can you hear me okay? How's the lighting? Should I turn this around here? Get a better camera angle or something like that, where you can kind of get some constructive feedback from the side chat. I think this is why people like to do these test streams every so often. They get a new camera, new device, they upgraded their internet and stuff like that. They just want to see, hey, how good is it? Or the only way to know is to just test. So nothing wrong with it. Now, there's also nothing wrong with doing a test that lasts for an hour. But most of the time, these channels, including myself, they'll just kind of leave it private or unlisted after. It's not part of their kind of main content. Yes. Howie from Food Forest Permaculture was here on my. He was my first. He was my first panel member, including some other people. Yeah, it was cool. I still remember that. Okay. So prep for it. How's it going, man? Thank you for taking the time to drop in. I appreciate it. I'm just kind of talking about live streaming, late night chit chat, this kind of things that are going on. Certain little things. I mean, there's certain topics I won't go on the channel about. Certain things I won't talk about. It's just because I don't want to get into it. It's funny. I've only done one premiere. Now, there's one thing I do want to try to do. If I'm doing premieres, I want to actually make sure I'm there. Like, no offense to any other channel out there. I know things are whatever, right? Things happen or whatever, but it's kind of nice to know when someone does a premiere that the channel host is actually there while the premiere is going. I mean, sometimes you want to ask questions or something like that, and then you find out, hey, the host is not even here, really? I know, it's kind of discouraging. You're like, oh, I wanted to ask a question, get some feedback and stuff like that. Now, when I do see the host actually there during a premiere, I'm like, this is awesome, right? You can interact with it. You get that real-time interaction that you're not gonna get from comments. Because, you leave a comment, you don't have to wait for a comment to be replied. So, I mean, this is why my first premiere, I made sure I was there. And I made sure it was long enough so the conversations could go on for a little bit. Stuff like that, but it's what CR does. There may be another premiere in the future, but, well, let's just say I'm waiting for a longer video. There may be a premiere on some where I'm carrying, but TBA, to be determined, or to be announced. You did a test run, but your phone died. See, that's another thing I keep in mind too. If for anyone out there that does live streams, videos, or anything like that, even watches content, goes online, probably the most useful thing for a device, your phone, tablet, is a battery bank. Which is this one right here. Yes, you guys are getting a sneak peek on this. Oh wait, I've shown this before. This is one I got for free. I mean, you can get, lower capacity, lower milliamp hour ones for cheaper and stuff like that. But, I mean, these can buy you some more time on your live streams, stuff like that. And, obviously, if you can live stream longer, you're probably gonna get more watch time. So, I mean, and stuff like that. And, obviously having your USB cable, for your phone or device of choice, tablet, Android, iPhone, Samsung, on and on and on, also helps too. Because I remember seeing some live streams or whatever, they're like, they let their phone run dead or close to dead, which is like, now I assume it'll probably, recharge it when they get home or back in the car, but in the meantime, well, you don't have any juice or a really small amount of juice. So, I always say, I'm hoping that they don't have to make an emergency call or something like that, where they really need the power. Or, something like a battery bank. Relatively nearby, maybe it's in your pocket, in your purse, backpack, whatever, your everyday carry, something like that. get home bag or whatever, could be useful. And of course, USB power can be for other reasons to recharge battery or something like that. You just need one, maybe. Hey, Iron Firehouse. Hopefully, it'll be before next year. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I wouldn't. It'd be cool. Hey, maybe you can do a panel. I don't know. It was really cool to see that. And hopefully your phone will be active and you'll be you'll be able to have channel moderators, spanners, wrenches, whatever you want to call it soon too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course, generally speaking. Well, that's why if you're on Premiere at a certain time, hopefully you can be there at that time too. I just, I know even on some of the bigger channels, I've actually started to notice that they weren't actually in their premieres and stuff. Now they're actually in the premieres, and saying hi, that's cool. Because the thing is, you realize, hey, they're actually there with you. So if you ask a question, say hi to, hi at XYZ channel, whatever, they'll be like, hey, what's up, and stuff like that, where you're like, hey, you get that interaction where, hey, it doesn't feel like I'm just watching something a static video with a side chat, but where the host is there, and maybe you see their channel moderators and stuff like that, and you're like, hey, this is cool, maybe make you want to come back more or whatever. You dislike the live stream countdown screens? Oh, yeah, you want something moving, hey? I mean, they're not bad. I mean, I've seen it before, obviously, and obviously anyone that's seen a premiere has seen those. Now, of course, you only see those during the live premiere of it. Obviously, once it's done, it comes like a static video and stuff like that. That has like a side chat, which you can leave comments. That's another thing I like, that you can actually interact with the side chat and leave a comment during the premiere, which is really cool too. I know sometimes I've done that where I'm just like, I'm in the side chat, and I leave a comment after the premiere's actually done. I'll be like, alright, I don't know, but whatever. It's what I do. Oh well. I know Iron Firehorse, it's in this. There's two ways of doing it. There's now you can, because especially since you've already did a stream, you can go back into it because you're the host, the crown, the channel. You can go back into it, click on the three dots, say, add moderator, whatever, something like that. Now there's another way of going in the YouTube side where, maybe you didn't have a stream yet or something like that. So you can't do that. You can't do that if you didn't have a stream yet. But I'm actually not doing right now, but I can go in twice, open up your YouTube's app. What's it called? The YouTube Beta Studio. Or no, it's probably out of beta now, but anyways, scroll down, go to settings, and I think it's under community tab where it says automated filters. and defaults, there's a place with a question mark that says uh, moderators, and basically you enter in their, well, it says URL, their address for their YouTube page, channel, their main page, and you paste that in. It'll add them as a channel moderator. And of course, there's approved users and hidden users. And that's where you can actually like go into it and actually check that. It'll actually display all your moderators. And of course, you can move them and whatever. And it seems like I have a lot in here. I might actually have to turn back. Hey, who's that one? Hey, where's that one channel I just saw? Wait for it. Oh, hey, it's that guy Prep for it. Man, that dude's awesome. Anyways, just kidding around. Anyways, that's just in a nutshell. Yes, I just said for it. I just said it. I just saw your icon and I'm like, oh hey, it's Prep for it. Oh wait, he's in the chat right now. And then that's another thing. I know not everyone's savvy at certain little things. I get that. But I kind of remember it like sewing, fabricating something with, you know, wow, fabricating something, so belt grinder and all that stuff. The tools are there. There's a lot of tools. You can get help in trying to learn to use them. A belt grinder, a sewing machine, hand sewing, using thread and needle. You might think, hey, that's way easier than learning to use a computer. Okay, maybe. Like, a computer is just another tool. Maybe practice with it. I know it seems easier said than done, but maybe practice with it. There's tutorials on YouTube and such. Maybe there are people that know how to use the apps, the programs, or whatever. Hey, you call up or message or whatever. Hey, can you help me with this? I know you use it for your YouTube channel or something like that. Hey, can you help me with this? They might be able to help you, maybe show you a couple of tricks, things to keep in mind and stuff like that. But what I'm really getting into, really the message is, just because it seems hard doesn't mean it's impossible. If you've done it once, you know what? Hey, you can do it more. And maybe, just maybe, it might come easier in time. You might start learning about it and be like, hey, this is kind of fun. Hey, I can do this, that, and boom, or whatever. And you start enjoying it, or it's not really per se work, but it's actually enjoyable. Where you're like, hey, this is cool. Especially, you're making your own content and stuff like that. Now, I do admit that when I'm doing stuff for other people, a little bit different. It's a little bit different. It actually does seem like work because, I don't have that freedom of expression that I do doing my own stuff, whatever. Because, it's like contract work, or they're the clients, like, it's whatever the client wants. So, they want it in a certain color, you gotta do it in a certain color because that's what they want. You might be like, oh, hey, I want this in a certain way. I would do it differently. Well, you know what? You can suggest it to them, but ultimately your client or whatever is not have the final word because that's what they want, whatever it is. And I am reading the chat in order, so Yes, I will answer that in a sec. Well, I mean, Iron Fire Horse, I mean, it depends. It depends. Unfortunately, some channels or people are more, it just, it just gravitates to them more. But then there's other channels and people, and hey, they never see it or rarely see it. I don't know on a mobile device. I would have to check that. It's because I'm not, well, I'm using a laptop. So a computer is obviously going to be different from a tablet or a phone. And the capability of doing whatever, of course, right? Now, I primarily use a laptop, desktop, or whatever. So, I mean, I'm kind of biased towards certain things because I've never edited a video or a picture using a tablet or a phone. I know it's possible. I do know it's possible though. I just never actually use the apps for them. Let's see. What's the easiest video editor in your opinion, CR or chat? I mean, easy. I mean, see, the thing is, I've actually learned about this stuff when I was younger, 10 years ago, give or take. Actually, it's almost coming up to 10, 11 now. I keep forgetting. It's the beginning of the month. I keep forgetting it's December now. We're actually coming to the end of the decade. I know, right? You're like, wow, that decade went by. You know, in like 30 days, we'll be like 2020. I know, right? Not much time left for this decade. Year, of course. But yeah, I remember learning this stuff when I was way younger. Let's see, it's 2019 now. As you're watching, I probably learned that kind of stuff when it was like 06, 07, and a little bit more in 09 and stuff. So I've been doing this for a while. I mean, obviously the software, the apps change over time. Things get better and stuff like that. You know, obviously we went from standard definition, now we're in HD and so forth and so forth. You know, all the way to and onward. You know, a lot of the stuff, things I keep in mind when I'm editing, still hold true. They still, stand the test of time, such as um, being legible, having your text very high contrast so people can easily read it. Because I can, let's see, let me just change this real quick here. I'll show you what I mean about this. Oh, I should see. I will actually change the. Now, if I change that, you see, you can't even read that right now. Now, just imagine that was what you were using. Not anyone specifically here, but imagine you can't read that. There's no way you can read that. You'd be like, I can't read it. Now, obviously, that's just a transparency thing, but it's contrast. So that's something I keep in mind when I'm editing. Good contrast of colors so you can actually see details. So obviously I'm wearing hats, so you can't see the top of my face, but you don't need to see this. Just kidding. But things like right here. See, since I have a white wall, black text seems like a perfect choice. Now it's kind of more simplistic, but at least people can actually read that, clearly read that. Because I always remember too, not everyone watches on a 50, 60-inch display or TV for YouTube or streams or whatever. Some people are watching on a device like this, where it's like 3.5 inches, where every spot of video on the screen, you gotta make it worth it. So the text, you make it too small, it'll be like, I can't even read that on my phone, on my tablet. Now, obviously, you're gonna be able to read that probably on a 40, 50, 60-inch display. Yeah, that's a given. But not everyone watches not the content on such a big display. Some people do, I know that. And some people are, they're a mobile user, so they're watching on their phone or whatever. Or maybe it's because it's the only device that they have. But yeah, like not everyone watches on a TV and everything. So that's why I always make sure, hey, if I can see it in a small scale, like really, really small, for sure you're gonna be able to see it in a big scale, just because it translates easier. But if you can't, if you can barely see it on a small scale, well, you know what? Some of those users that are using those devices, like a phone, like a smartphone here, tablet, they might have troubles watching it, just because they're like, hey, what did CR put on the screen? I barely even saw it. It was some yellowish thing, some text, I think. I think they were showing some some fall season thing. I couldn't make it out, and they're trying to pause and all that stuff, and they're like trying to read it and stuff like that. So that's one thing I keep in mind. Contrast. I know some. Here's another tip when I keep in mind when I'm making the videos or doing the thumbnails. I actually stand back. So yeah, I actually would stand back a good, let's say, 3 to 5 feet at least from my display, and would kind of resize it down to really small or very minimal, and be like, hey, can I still read this? So if I just glanced by and saw it, hey, how much of the text would I be able to read real fast? Because some people are just glancing on thumbnails real quick, something like that, with reading text real quick, because obviously there's one feel, so they're like, hey, if you can read it or get a sense of it real quick, and they're interested, of course, they'll be like, hey, I like this, a couple of quick words that say, hey, CR's making their kit. Oh, yeah, I'll check that out, something like that. Sorry, I got kind of techy in that. But like I said, my late night chit chats are kind of more open. I kind of let a few things out a little bit more. Oh yeah, exactly. I know. Prep for it took off. Take care, prep for it, which I actually will put that on the screen. Oops, that's not what I had in mind. There we go. Take care, prep for it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the print is so small you can't even see it. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, not everyone has 20/20 vision. Some people are older. That's why I'm trying to make it as legible as possible. Because I'd rather have legibility over fanciness. Fanciness doesn't help if you can't read it. Well, see, Iron Flowers, I tend to do black and white a lot more. It's because, well, black and white, or white on black and white, or white on black, depending on how you look at it, text is very similar, has the most contrast. Then afterwards, I start adding in color, to emphasize whatever. Maybe I'm using red for passion as a passion color, blue for new, and orange or yellow to, highlight or whatever. Hmm. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you said that on your stream. I remember. I tried to remember that kind of stuff. Just because, like I said, I tried to remember the channels more than just YouTube channels, but the people behind them. And, of course, the production team and everyone else behind that. Things happen. I'll be like, I remember, what? These are real people going through this. The good and the bad and the ugly. Maybe I can help them out, support them, at least let them know, hey, you're not alone or something like that. And besides, it's easier to remember the people than channel at times. But sometimes it's just like, oh, there's so many channels out there, and you're like trying to remember, but you remember names or things that they do, and be like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Iron Fires. Oh, who is she again? Oh yeah, she's the one that with the horror store glasses. Sorry, I'm just using that as an example. Oh yeah, I hate tiny text too. It's so hard to read. I mean, honestly, I wear glasses, but it's funny. I can actually still read my. I know I can squint a little, but I can still kind of make it out, even with all my glasses on. So, see, this is why I chose. I do this in a certain way. Stuff like that. It's because that's how I learned it. So I've been doing it like this since. I mean, I used to have another YouTube channel and stuff like that, so I picked up a few things from doing that too, which I cannot get access to. I've tried. It's because I set up that account when YouTube wasn't tied into Google, so it's not, that email address is not a Gmail. So I don't know. I don't know. To be perfectly frank, I actually want to close that account, but I need access to it to close it. So yeah. Hey, I appreciate your support, Iron Firehorse. It's been very nice to talk to you. Exchange a few things, reconnect with you, and stuff like that. So take care, Iron Firehorse. Have a good day, night, all that good stuff. Enjoy the weekend. Hey, stay safe out there on the wet, freezing rain. Maybe, like I said, crouch, get lower if you need to, do the fast waddle, all that good stuff. And I greatly appreciate the time you took to come by and hang out. Just alt tapping out real quick here. Just checking up on a few things here. Stuff like that. Well, I didn't think I would get so techie in this live stream, but hey. Late night chit chat sometimes things get talked about and such. Sorry, I was just checking up on something. I just had to hear it for a second here. It looks like I need to check up on something after, but it's okay. This is refreshing my subscription feed. I know sometimes it's like I'll be one of those people that are like, hey, I just gotta keep hitting refresh my subscription feed until I see something I want to watch. Or something like that. That reminds me now about this new queue system that they have. I totally dig it. This new queue system where you can add to queue on the same page. Obviously, once you refresh, it changes it all out. But I like that because on your subscription, let's say some of us that go on camping trips, vacation, you know, we go kind of off grid for a little bit, go on vacation, kind of, slip away from the social media, the YouTube side of things. I really like your new queue thing because let's say you've been gone for like 3 days, you just go scroll back, the day that you left, the last video you saw or whatever. Keep going back up. Just add to queue, add to queue, add to queue. Videos you want to watch until you reach back up to the top where it's like now or real back to current time. And just watch all that content all at one after another. I love that so much now. It's been so useful seeing that kind of stuff on YouTube now. I mean, I wish they had kind of had that for a long time now. Because it does truly make it easy. Because back then, before this, I used to have to, like, open the video in a new tab and stuff like that because I didn't, or something like that. Right now, with this queue thing that they have on YouTube, it's so much easier. I feel like I'm actually almost saving time. Even though I'm watching more content, I feel like I'm saving time because I don't have to refresh refresh as often or have as many tabs open and stuff like that. Now, granted, you do have to like not refresh the page until you're done watching, but or sometimes what I'll actually do is actually open the subscription thing in a new window or tab, and I'll have another one that's like I just refresh whatever right until I see something, but that other one is kind of that new tab window is like, hey, we're doing it right now. Just add videos to queue, watch these videos in the meantime. Maybe I'm watching about a DIY, some sort of survival kit, backpack, how to DIY or something like that. Something really cool or something like that. Where I can, hey, queue them up, watch them while I'm creating in the background, be like, hey, they're sewing, or whatever. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna sew along with them. I'm gonna do something too. I'm gonna create something on the side, or something like that, where I'm doing the exact same thing that they're kind of doing, more or less, and watching the content, learning from it or whatever, while doing something, learning from it too. So yeah, there's a lot of features that are more recent on for YouTube where hey, I'm glad they finally put that kind of stuff in, making it easier for the end user. I mean, I know I mentioned about the video editing and stuff like that. Well, hey, and the contrast and stuff like that. It's because I'm trying to make it easy for the end user, stuff like that, just so they come to not specifically my YouTube channel, but other people's YouTube channels and stuff like that, where like a playlist, for example, playlist. Playlist. I mean, you can set up the playlist beforehand and stuff like that, and like, let's say you a lot of your content's in playlists. Hey, maybe they want to watch a playlist about sewing. Hey, they got a playlist about sewing. I can watch this all right now and binge watch it. Where if you didn't have a playlist, they would have to manually do all this stuff, which is actually more time consuming. But if they see the end user, your watcher, subscriber, non-subscriber, whatever is coming by, they see a playlist, they can be like, hey, I can check out this sewing playlist because I like sewing. and I don't have to do all this legwork of trying to queue up the videos, even in this case now, like, because it's already in a playlist. I always, you know, initially I didn't actually put the playlist up on the channel, and I'm like, yeah, I should do that. So I started to add that, and let's just say now I have 30 some playlists. Now, the majority of the videos in the playlist are under, well, CR here. Now there's some other ones I've added in, but you can tell because you just have to look at the video title, not the video title, but the video channel title, and you can see. Oh, hey, this is a video from someone else's channel. Oh, hey, this one's actually from CR or something like that, where you're like, okay. You know, this is actually the host's channel and stuff like that. This is their content, stuff like that. Let's see here, what else? Well, still not sure if I'm gonna unlist this after, but I don't know. Let's see. I still may unlist this just because I wasn't sure. I wasn't expecting to do sneak peeks on this, so I don't know. I might leave this up. I may actually leave this up just because the information provided in this. You know, I know I've said a lot of this information before, but you know, sometimes not everyone watches everything. You know, people miss stuff. You know, I've missed content before from other channels. And that also reminds me, maybe you just made a channel. You're newer to YouTube or whatever, right? You may not have even seen people's, you know, you're seeing current content. Hey, I've seen all your videos in 2019. When did you start your YouTube channel? 2019. Have you seen the previous 5 years? Oh no, I haven't checked that out yet. Right? I mean, sometimes I've gone back to watch content that's older and kind of say, hey, is this kind of content still applicable? Is the knowledge still applicable even today? Even 4, 5, 6, how many X amount of years later? And some of it still is. Some of it still is. Now, obviously, you know, the resolution is probably not as high or whatever, but pardon me, I shouldn't cough in the mic. Because I keep forgetting that's quite loud coughing in the mic. Because I could see my mic or audio thing going from like yellow to red. Like, ooh, that's too much. You know, gotta respect the headphone users. See, the funny thing is, I currently do not have a viewer rate right now, too. So, most of the time people would quit. Most of the time people would, well, not quit, but stop their stream. They're like, oh, no one's watching, you know. Well, you know what? Sometimes you gotta remember, just because you don't actually have an actual person watching while you're streaming live, maybe there's someone out there that does catch the replay where, hey, they're still listening. They're like, hey, see, they're still going. His chat's not even going, but he's still going. You know, and he's still talking. You know, sharing stuff, information, knowledge, whatever, sneak peeks, whatever. Where they're like, oh wow, this is cool. And stuff like that. Anyways, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee right here real quick. Oh my gosh. Jeez, that's got cold. You know what? I've decided. I think what I'm gonna do here, I've decided on this late chit chat. You know, because well, think it's relatively PG. I know sometimes my chit chats are not PG, but since this one's kind of more PG, I think I'm actually gonna leave this on the channel. It won't be unlisted. So if you're watching this now, yeah, I didn't unlist this. It's actually I'm gonna keep it public, at least for now, unless whatever something happens. There's probably not gonna be any tags for this. I'm probably not gonna tag this specifically. Because, well, I've talked about a bunch of stuff in this. Okay, like software, creating, some sneak peeks, a bunch of talk about freezing rain, ice. Oh yeah, that's a lot of tags to put in. I mean, sometimes having one tag that says late night chit chat, channel name, CR, and all this stuff for me. Anyways. Let's see here. Oh wow. Oh, 2 hours. Now I am pretty sure here I'm not gonna go too much longer in this because I need a break. It's funny, I've actually done 8-hour live streams before, and I remember how tiring that is. It's because you're talking a lot. Your mouth gets dry and stuff like that. Having water, fluids, and stuff like that helps. Of course, having enough to talk about or do or show helps too. Now, oops. The stuff, don't hit the laptop because it shakes like that. But yeah, I mean, this is not one my combination mode or some sort of topic discussion creation mode time, so I'm not gonna bring that into this per se. I mean, I can easily be sewing needle right now if I wanted to, but that's for another stream, different content, stuff like that. I kind of try to make my content kind of stay on topic as much as possible for the most part. I mean, these late night chit chats, early morning chit chats, afternoon chit chats, these chit chat streams, they're more open. They're not very specific in nature now. Honestly, I've had other topics, more specific things on the channel where, I'm very focused on it and try not to derail it and all that other stuff. But yeah, on these chit chats, it's kind of more open, so I can say a few more things, maybe be a little bit more tech chatty, and all that stuff. Maybe more technical terms I probably wouldn't use in our videos or our streams just because whatever reason. So I think I will end the stream in about a couple minutes here. I know I do not have anyone here. Just oh yeah, now my connection says it's excellent. Go figure. Oh no. Oh no. That's something different word. So unless something changes in the next 2 minutes here, I do know that I'm gonna be exiting out, taking the exit stage left, which should be on this side of the screen for you guys. So I do appreciate everyone that came by during this live late night chit chat with CR here, which includes Sue Nelson, Prep for Iron Power Force, try and survive and budget outdoor survival, and Mon Dark Living. I really hope I pronounced that right. That's another thing about YouTube with these channel names. I was never good at pronouncing stuff at times, but let's just say I'm getting much better at it for obvious reasons. And of course, Melo was into. Thanks, Melo, by the way. We appreciate all these people that came up. They took the time to check out the content and stuff like that. I'm just scrolling through this real quick. And Matthew came by too. All that good stuff. So thank you not only those channels, but the people behind those channels for coming by. Taking a little bit of time. A little late night chit chat with me, see what's up, reconnect, and all that good stuff. Exchange ideas, information, knowledge, stories, and stuff like that. So, see, the thing is, for some reason, there's always that last person that shows up at the last second while you're trying to about to take off. I don't think it's not happening this time for me. I do see it on our channels and stuff. Yeah. So, I'm gonna bring up something else here. Actually, I'm gonna take that down and put this. So, take care, everyone, and remember, like always, outro time. As the world changes, so much oneself to reach a new level of skill, and one must practice. Now, a single person can't help everyone in this world, but one person can help someone in this world. So until the next video, live stream for me, it's peace out from, you know who, the one known as Creative Redundancy, but more commonly known as CR. I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Peace out.